What's up guys? So for today's video, we're gonna do a back workout, and that's been an area I've been really focusing on this off season. But before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and take one scoop of the EVP Extreme. It's a little bit after 8 p.m., so that's all I'm gonna need is one scoop. And on top of that, I'm gonna go ahead and take a serving of the Brain Builder. This is week 3 now of not using my earbuds in the gym because I've been able to focus really well with the Brain Builder. All right guys, we're gonna start this back workout with some straight arm rope pull downs. We're just gonna do 3 sets. They're warm-up sets of 15 to 20 reps. You can even see in the background that the weight is pretty light, but this is just to get a good mind and muscle connection with the back and especially my lats as we spread through. You can also see in this clip that the muscles look pretty defined and we have a good pump going, but this is largely due to having low body fat percentage. Next exercise is bent over barbell rows, and we're gonna do supinated today. I don't wanna do any pronated movements right now because my rear delts and my upper back is the most defined, so I wanna work on that lower back thickness. And you can see here, we're pulling through, keeping that chest up, hinging those hips back. But this is actually kind of a primer warm-up set. I like to do 1 or 2 warm-up sets with about 80 to 90% of my working set weight before I go into my working sets. And even before that, I do even lighter weight for a first warm-up set. So I always do 1 to 2 warm-up sets before I go right into, more intense working sets such as this one. You guys will see at the end of this workout that I'll have all the sets and all the reps for the entire workout right on the screen. The next exercise is rack pulls, and this is the one exercise that I have my hands pronated just to focus on that back thickness. This one's a lot easier on my body than if I was to do some deadlifts, especially at this point during the prep. And you can see here, there's a time where I kind of just go up and down with it, but once I feel like my body is out of whack, I always do a little pause, regather myself to make sure I pull through because form is king. And you can see here, this is 3 plates, and this is a working set of 12 to 15 reps. When I was bulking, I was doing 3.5 to 4 plates the same way, but my strengths went down just a little bit. Exercise number 4 is reverse grip lat pull downs, and you can see here I'm stretching and squeezing. I made an adjustment in my program this past year where I focused a lot more on this type of pull down as opposed to wide reverse grip standard lat pull down that you see. But as I previously mentioned, the upper back and rear delts are already really developed, so that was a really good change I made in my program. I definitely feel much improved on my back pose compared to these stage shots from last year, so I'm really looking forward to the show to be able to compare the official stage shots. Exercise number 5 is chest supported rows, and this is a tricky one with the setup. You want to make sure your chest is up at the top of the seat and then your hips are hinged back ever so slightly, so then that way you can get that range of motion. But if this is a difficult one for you to set up with and you don't want to do it right away, you can also try single arm dumbbell rows or the seated low rows that you see, which are pretty standard exercises for back for a lot of people. So make that choice, but you can give this one a shot as well. I love this one for back thickness. The last exercise of this workout is dumbbell shrugs, and this is more for traps and a little bit of rear delts, but that's an area that's not very strong for me is my traps, but they're not super important for men's physique. All right guys, back workout complete. I'm gonna put up all the exercises right on the screen, but right here, this is a great post-workout option. It's called the Cell Chem. So it has aminos and it also has creatine. So it's really good for recovery. And I have 20 minutes of cardio right after a lot of my workouts. So it comes in super handy at that point because it allows me to kind of push back my post-workout meal if needed because it has some of the recovery elements that you need anyways post-workout. So this is the new flavor, the pineapple banana orange flavor. You guys can take a look here. Use code THERIPTER to save. But yeah, I'm gonna open it up for the first time and we'll give it a little taste test. I'm gonna need it anyways with the post-workout, so.
There we go.
Now the challenge is going to be to find the scooper. There it is, I found it. So I'm just gonna do 1 scoop, brand new opening. Okay, so if you have a sweet tooth or you really like smoothies, this is gonna be a great flavor, guys. What's up guys, just a couple days later. You can hear in my voice, I just woke up, but try to keep these videos as real as possible. So Real quick, let's go ahead and get a physique update and a weigh-in, and then we'll conclude the second half of this video. 210.4, that's after a high carb day. This is exactly 3 weeks out from my show, first thing in the morning with no pump. All right, so right after we go to the home goods store, which we're gonna get some things for the walls in my apartment, because as you guys have noticed, my apartment walls are super bare, and the rug, all that stuff. But I'm gonna take some pre-workout because we're about to go train right after this. The fact that I'm drinking pre-workout though makes it time efficient, so we don't waste any time when we're in there. We just have to go in there, be efficient with our time, so we can go train right after. So I actually ended up getting a rug at Costco a little bit earlier in the day, but we didn't film it. But at the home goods store, we ended up getting a mirror, which is gonna cover up a lot of this open space over here. Pro tip, make sure to get a girl that is good with the tools, guys. Makes life so much easier. All right, I'm just gonna say it right now, this looks way better. It's amazing what a simple rug and mirror can do for an entire living room. And on accident, I left this ball right here for abs. So it's actually a nice soft surface to do some home ab workouts, which I'll probably end up doing soon. But yeah, it's still a really simple living room, but it's a lot better than it was before if you guys haven't noticed. Also notice there's not as big of an echo with the carpet in the mirror. It's kind of absorbs the noise nicely too. I mean, look at this conditions I live in, guys. Like, I have such a beautiful apartment. There's the mirror to admire yourself. Got the lighting with the light right here. But I'm gonna put that up. I'm gonna put that sword up. That's the sword I won a few years ago in the overall in men's physique. I'm gonna put it right up there in the mount. I already ordered a mount on Amazon. Just gonna put that up this week. So those of you new to the channel, one thing you guys will notice, if you haven't already, is that I'm a simple dude and I'm not super materialistic, but adding a couple things to the apartment was something I was definitely needing to do. That was overdue. This year, I haven't focused a whole lot on material things. I've been more focused on making consistent content. So right now we're in like the 4th month in a row where I've done a new video every single Monday. So we're getting into a really, really good rhythm. I wanted to create an environment on this channel where y'all can depend on me at a certain time to make a video for you guys to go ahead and watch the whole thing through. One thing that I do and one thing that you guys can do to also help me is my favorite YouTube channels. I go ahead and watch my YouTube channels that I like the most while I'm doing cardio. So I encourage you guys to do cardio, and that's a really good way to support me, is to just go ahead and watch the new YouTube whenever you do cardio that week. So if you're doing 5 cardio sessions a week, pick one of those to watch my video from that week. It really means a lot and helps the algorithm significantly. And that's the way that I support the channels that I like the most, is by watching YouTube video while I do cardio. It's time efficient and it also supports your favorite creators. New video every single Monday, so until next time, peace!